You know, one of the things for me is, as mayor, I've really started to look at what we can do to make Grande Prairie a better place. And oftentimes at City Council, you end up focusing on the hard infrastructure, right? We need more roads, we need, you know, recreation centers. But as I really get into it, and once you start to look at the demographics of Grande Prairie and the demographics of Alberta and Northern Alberta in particular, we have so many young people that if we really want to have a bright future for our community or for our province, we're going to need to invest in educational infrastructure. And it's really challenging because as a municipal government, we kind of don't have a direct role to play in that. We don't build colleges, we don't build schools. So the City of Grande Prairie is really taking on an advocacy role to make sure that we're talking to our provincial government partners about the importance of these types of institutions in Grande Prairie. And you know, when you look at our demographic here in Grande Prairie, we actually have more people from 0 to 4 than we have 65 and over. And so when you start to think about what is that going to mean for the future of our city, it means that if we have cramped classrooms and we have limited educational opportunities, that we're going to get an entire generation of people that are going to miss out on opportunities. And it's such a growing population that it has to be a focus of decision makers at all government levels. So even though the city doesn't have a direct role, as I said, in building the facilities or approving the programming, we believe that it's one of the most fundamental things that there has to be a spotlight shone on if we're going to have a successful future.
Yeah, and Bill, certainly community learning days is one way to shine that spotlight.
Yeah, and you know, the proclamation that I made today is one of those tools that we have as a local government to shine a spotlight on something that we think is important. And so to be able to bring a little bit of media attention and hopefully public recognition to the importance of learning opportunities at all levels in our community is one tool that we do have at our disposal. It's a relatively simple thing, but you know, the more important things that we can do are partnerships with the college to ensure that on an ongoing basis we're talking, finding out what the college's priorities are, how we can help advocate for their priorities, and the same goes for our school boards as well. We want to find out what the challenges they're having, because ultimately the people that they serve, you know, we talked about that 0 to 4, or all those people 18 and under who are in our primary and secondary sort of levels, even though they don't vote, they're the people that government should be doing stuff for. And I think the City Council is starting to come around to realizing that we have a role to play, even if it's only advocacy, and joining sort of arm in arm with some of our educational partners to help promote the cause.
So Bill, one final question. We have a few educational ambassadors here and if there are folks in the community in Grande Prairie who are considering education, do you have any words of advice or encouragement that you offer for these final words here?
I mean, it's funny. It's like, why wouldn't you, right? Like if somebody's saying, "Geez, should I go and learn something?" The question is, why wouldn't you not? Right? Even myself, I've found in my role as mayor, I'm learning informally every day, and I think people recognize in their own lives that you're learning informally every day. But I've found that there's skills that I need to have to do my job that I need to brush up on, and so I've done that through University of Alberta and other online programs that fit in with my work schedule, and that's what's worked for me. I'd say that with an institution like Grande Prairie Regional College, the institutions that we have all across the province that offer a variety of learning methods, that there's a way for everybody to be learning something new all the time, and it doesn't have to be just through those informal methods. You can find formal methods of education that fit in with your work schedule, that fit in with a parenting schedule, which is a challenge that a lot of people in our community have. And so I guess my big message would be, why wouldn't you? There's an opportunity for you to pursue whatever sort of educational path you want, because in Alberta there have been a lot of people that have worked very hard to make sure that those avenues are available.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks very much, guys.